Dear students, now we can move to the next topic, production of iron. How iron is produced by the blast furnace or through a blast furnace. So here blast furnace consists of a brick prepared furnace about 30 meter long, and hematite, coke and lime mixture is powdered and poured from the top. Here it is made up of bricks because at any temperature can be withstand by these mud blocks, so that a high temperature is blown from bottom of the furnace. This is called blast of hot air. That is why the name blast furnace. And by the hot air, these products or the powdered ore is mixed and become a hot air, and coke is split up and some part of it is form a liquid type and moving down. And here coke, that is carbon mixed with air, and lime, calcium carbonate, it's split up into calcium carbonate. Here coke is mixed with oxygen forming carbon dioxide or carbon monoxide, and calcium carbonate is split up into calcium oxide and carbon dioxide, and this will remove the impurity in the hematite as a slag. This slag will be floated here and it can be removed, and the iron obtained by this method is called pig iron. That is, some more impurities may be there present in pig iron, so it is called pig iron. It can be removed by heat treatment or further purification method. So we can look for the steps, that is the equations related to this blast furnace. That is carbon, that is coke. Carbon mixed with oxygen becoming carbon dioxide. This carbon dioxide again combined with carbon and heat forming carbon monoxide. It becomes the reducing agent for the ore, hematite. Here hematite, Fe2O3 mixed with carbon monoxide become iron and carbon dioxide. This calcium carbonate, that is lime, split up into calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. This calcium oxide become the flux. Flux means it is the substance which can remove the impurity present in ore, hematite. So silica is the common impurity or silicon dioxide. This silicon dioxide and calcium oxide mix together forming slag, calcium silicate. It can be removed, that is the floating slag. So by this method we can remove the maximum impurity from the iron production. So depending upon the character of the slag or gangue, flux is used as acid or basic. That is, if the gangue is basic, flux is acidic. If the gangue is acidic, the flux is basic. So like that we can use and remove the impurity as a slag. Okay, by this method we will get almost pure iron, and it is collected from the bottom part. By treating it in another way, by heat treatment and other method, we can purify this iron. Now see how we can prepare a different alloys of steel. We have seen different type of steels, and carbon included steel which will not rust at all, and artificial magnets, iron, aluminum, nickel, cobalt is a mixture of all these becoming a artificial magnet, and other utensils and devices are formed by using this pig iron. So that we can see by using the table given in your textbook. ഓക്കെ കുട്ടികളെ, ഇതാണ് ബ്ലാസ്റ്റ് ഫർണസ് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. ഇരുമ്പിൻ്റെ ചൂള എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് ഏകദേശം ഒരു 30 മീറ്ററൊക്കെ ഹൈറ്റുള്ള ഇഷ്ടിക കൊണ്ട് ഉണ്ടാക്കിയതാണ്. ഇതിലേക്ക് നമ്മൾ എല്ലാ പൗഡേർഡ് ആയിട്ടുള്ള ഓറും കോക്കും ലൈമൊക്കെ ഇടുന്നു. നല്ല ഹോട്ട് എയർ വരുന്നു, അതുകൊണ്ടാണ് ബ്ലാസ്റ്റ് ഫർണസ് എന്ന് പറയുക. അപ്പോൾ അതിൽ ചൂടായി ഉരുകി താഴത്തേക്ക് വരും. അങ്ങനെ താഴത്തേക്ക് വരുന്ന അതിലുള്ള മാലിന്യങ്ങളാണ് ഗ്യാങ് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. അത് ഇവിടെ സ്ലാഗായിട്ട് ഇങ്ങനെ പൊന്തി കിടക്കുന്ന കാണാം മാലിന്യങ്ങൾ. അതിനെ നമുക്ക് മാറ്റാം. ശുദ്ധമായ ഇരുമ്പിനെ നമുക്ക് താഴ്ത്തുനിന്ന് കളക്ട് ചെയ്തെടുക്കാം. അതിൻ്റെ ഡിഫറെൻ്റ് ആയിട്ടുള്ള സ്റ്റെപ്സാണ് കൊടുത്ത. ഇത് നമ്മൾ ഓർമ്മിച്ച് വെക്കണം. പ്രൊഡക്ഷൻ ഓഫ് അയൺ പറയുന്ന സമയത്ത് നമുക്കിത് എഴുതണം. അപ്പോൾ ഈ ഒരു ഡിവൈസ്, ഈ ഒരു സംവിധാനത്തിന് പറയുന്നവരാണ് ബ്ലാസ്റ്റ് ഫർണസ് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്.
Extraction of iron. It has been since 5,000 years that man is using iron. Iron is the second most abundant metal in the earth. The most important ores of iron are hematite and magnetite. These ores contain different types of impurities. The first step is to remove the impurities. This is called as concentration of the ore. The iron ore is converted to iron in a blast furnace. This is made of steel in which the inner side is covered using bricks. The mixture of concentrated ore, coke and limestone are added from the top into the blast furnace. A powerful current of hot air is blown from the bottom simultaneously. During the flow of hot air from bottom to top, coke combines with oxygen in the air to form carbon monoxide. 2C on reaction with O2 forms 2CO. Due to this reaction, large amount of heat is released, and thus the temperature of blast furnace increases to 2000 degrees Celsius. Carbon monoxide formed in the furnace reduces the ore. Fa2O3 on reaction with 3CO forms 2Fe and 3CO2. At high temperature, calcium carbonate decomposes to form calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. CaCO3 forms CaO and CO2. Then impurities silicon dioxide in the ore reacts with calcium oxide and form calcium silicate, which is known as slag. Flux on reaction with GaNs forms slag. CaO on reaction with SiO2 forms CaSiO3. The iron obtained directly from blast furnace is called as pig iron. It contains carbon, sulfur, phosphorus, manganese, silicon, etc. in very small quantities. Pig iron is heated to melting and again solidified to get cast iron. In cast iron, 95% is iron. The iron which contains 0.1% to 1.5% of carbon is called steel.